All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 9 of our crypto academics sessions, where you get to learn the basics of crypto space and how to stay safe and maximize all your activities in the crypto space. And today we have Miss Glory. She's going to take us on blockchain application, blockchain technology and applications. If you have any question while watching this video, don't hesitate to drop your question in the comment section or in the chat right here if you join us. All right, so Miss Glory, thank you so much for giving us your time. We don't take it for granted. We really appreciate. So the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, GM, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are actually connected from. Okay, my name is Glory Sunday, and I'll first off like to say thank you to Value Corp for the privilege and opportunity to be on this platform. Thank you for listening. All right. So today I will just be speaking basically on blockchain technology and applications. So yes, I mentioned my name, but here's what I do in this space. I'm a content writer, a social media manager, and community manager, and I happen to be chapter lead for Women in DeFi Akwa Ibom State chapter. Yeah, so I've been in the space for about 3 years now, and I would say that at least I have some, ground-based knowledge about the space, which has helped me, evolve in my different phases over time. And, the space keeps, upgrading, keeps evolving, keeps growing. So one thing we have to do is to always learn to go with the flow and always know when to learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? So, okay, let's get right into it. So blockchain, you might have often heard about blockchain technology, from maybe friends, online, or different niches. I'm just going to simplify, right? So blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions securely and transparently. At this point, I'd like to confirm if I'm still being heard. Ma, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Proceed.
Okay, great. So I mentioned that blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions securely and transparently. So it's just like a book where, a lot of people can write, but no one can erase or alter what has been written. I hope you got that explanation. Like a whole big book where I can write, you can write, and we all can write at the same time, at different time, from different places, different location. And everything we are doing is vivid for everyone to see there. And there is no autonomous control of any sort. It is decentralized because everyone and anyone can have access to it, can be secured, and can utilize its advantage to suit whatever is deems fit. And for example, if you make a transaction on the blockchain and you feel cheated, maybe you had a business or something to do with someone and you feel cheated, it's very easy to track. Unlike where you have to say, okay, bring your bank statement, all of that, and the person gets to resist and say, no, for privacy purposes, I can't possibly show you my bank statement. I am not sure what you want to do with it. If you have access to the wallet address in which you sent money to, or you sent whatever tokens to, all you have to do is just copy that, address and place on a scan, and everything that has ever been done with that wallet address will just pop up. So that's why it is called decentralized and transparent. Everything on the blockchain is immutable. It cannot be altered by anyone, right? So you might have heard of decentralized applications, which in short are DApps. So DApps are applications that are built on this blockchain technology. So the blockchain is more like a whole motherboard where other things can be built on top. Just like now on planet Earth, we are living in Earth, Earth is made up of different planets, right? So okay, yeah, there are different planets, of which Earth is one of them. So in Earth, we have human beings on it. We have, houses, infrastructures that are built for our use on this, planet. Then we also have animals and every other kind of, species also living on this planet. That's how the blockchain is. So on the blockchain, different kind of applications can be built on it, allowing users to interact directly without the need for intermediaries. This is what makes the blockchain very unique and very, 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 accepted in today's world, because unlike where you have in Web 2, control, middlemen, third parties, and all of that, in using the blockchain technology, you simply have access to, do your thing without having to need a third party or a middle broker for anything at all. So an example of decentralized applications that can be built on this blockchain technology, they range from different examples. We have like social media platforms, we have gaming platforms, we have even prediction markets, marketplaces, and all sorts, tokens, project coins, reward assets, NFTs, and all sorts can be built on this blockchain technology, right? Although there is what's called censorship and all of that, where after you have built your project, you have to get them validated. They go through some processes just to be sure that is legit and all of that. But you do not directly need like a kind of, will I call it, central body to approve or monitor your activities, in quotes. So you are directly and indirectly self-custodial for whatever you do on its ecosystem. You have full ability to make decisions, to withhold decisions, and to even build infrastructures, development ideas, thought lines that you think will be beneficiary to the whole DeFi space as a whole. So I mentioned NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens. They are simply unique digital assets that represent ownership, art, collectibles, or even event tickets. Yes, it has gotten to that. Like, you can go for a crypto event today and you get to mint an NFT ticket, where they say, okay, for everyone that attended this event, scan this and then get some tokens in your wallet, or however they want to do it. So it gets easier and better every day. As much as you can envision, you can do what you choose on the blockchain technology. And there are so many use cases for these NFTs. They can serve as digital art, where of course, we have in real world, we have art. So now these art in these forms, they are on the digital world, but they represent real time value and monetary value, same as you can have for your physical art, right? So you can have collectibles, even as much as real estates. Yes, and an example is Decentralized. So they are virtual real estates that you have value for on the blockchain. They are called NFTs. So benefit of these NFTs are, you have your unique identity. Yours cannot be replicated. So, and they are easily transferable. Unlike where you have to go through a lot of processes for real world assets, you just easily transfer these ones and they have the same value and all. So, an ownership verification. So it has a lot of security benefits and any other benefit you can think of right now. So DeFi, DeFi in itself, it's a whole lot of word, and just as the name decentralized finance means, it means that it is, it doesn't need, it's decentralized. It doesn't need an authority. It is free, it is easy, it is globally accessible. Yeah, that's the word. So one of the asset benefits is global access. It is transparent, it is secure, it has high yield interest rates. DeFi doesn't necessarily have to do with just trading, as many people think, and all of that. You can actually have a career path in the DeFi world. And today we have had a lot of people adopt that thought line where we have things like content writers, developers. Of course, we need people to build on these blockchain technologies to make it, you know, usable for each one of us. And that's why over time we have had tokens, we have had projects, we have had NFTs evolve, because creators and developers make use of this blockchain technology to advance and make real-time usability for each one of us. So DeFi is a blockchain-based financial system that enables various activities like borrowing, lending, trading, without the need for traditional banks. So you can perform any transaction, any activity on the decentralized finance space. Unlike in the traditional finance space, they are just like, words and opposites. Decentralized finance, traditional finance, right? So traditional finance, yeah, you have to deal with banks, central authorities and all of that. Yeah, you have to do with, um, um, Web3, Web3 related applications like Binance and all of the rest that are related to finance in this crypto space generally. So, and there are various lending platforms where you can actually, perform these transactions real time, such as Aave. Yeah. So, and there are various kind of stable coins like USDT. USDT is a stable coin. It has like a stable value. So we have other kinds of coins. We have other kinds of decentralized exchanges like Uniswap for you to perform other DeFi related transactions. They are quite endless, right? I did mention career paths. So there are those that say, okay, I do not want to go in line with all this whitelisting, trading, grinding, and all of that. I just want to have a career path. Decentralized finance has made it that possible. So you have to just identify a niche in that aspect where you get to, major in and build a career path. Just as in Web 2, you have a career path maybe in customer care relations, um, even content writing, accounting, and all of the likes. Anything you literally do in the real world, you can perform such tasks as well in this decentralized finance space and get paid just as much as you might have been paid in real time, and in this case even better. And you have the convenience of working from anywhere and everywhere at the same time, where different bodies get connected from different communities and they work remotely even though they might have not met themselves physically. It makes it all exciting. It makes connections even more better and expansive. It gives a whole lot of color to the whole world and technology generally. So I do not know when I'm allowed to entertain questions, but I'll just proceed. So meme coins. So there are different kind of crypto narratives, and I'm sure you have heard of meme coins, right? So meme coins are cryptocurrencies that, excuse me, meme coins are cryptocurrencies that are inspired by internet memes, just as the name memes is related, or jokes. So they get to feed on that narrative and trend. So just like we had Dogecoin, I'm sure most of you must have heard of Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and all of the likes. So they were created from such narratives along the line, maybe that must have been spurred by internet jokes along the line, and they become coins, tokens, and whatever that provide value, and you can buy them at low caps and then get to benefit from them as more people begin to invest in the coin, and then you make some amount of profit, or you might happen to be dumped on if you do not take proper cue to it. So such characteristics of these meme coins are they are community driven. Yeah, they drive on the strength of their community a whole lot, because of course a lot of people have to be talking about it, engaging on it. It's just like the hype, and then many others will not want to, miss out. So by so doing, they get to ape into it as well, and it thing just keeps doing well and doing well. Then they are speculative, yeah, and they are very volatile. When I say volatile, I don't want to use complex words there. I just mean that, excuse me, a call was trying to come in. So when I say that these coins are volatile, I mean that they are very, very much unpredictable. They can easily fluctuate. Yeah, they are unstable. That's the word, unstable, and they are prone to sudden changes. Yeah, so their prices can easily move up or move down. There is so much uncertainty, you know, quite some high level of risks, rapid price swings, and all of that. Unlike where we have others that are stable, predictable, steady, secure. When we have to do with more stable coins like cryptocurrencies in the market, like Bitcoin, that majorly get affected by commodities like oil or gold or stock markets during economic downturns, and even like the ongoing hype on US elections. I'm sure you must have heard of that. So there are quite a lot, and one class majorly doesn't doesn't suffice to learn about the space entirely, but it just gives you a ground basis to understand in simple layman words what these things are, right? So a lot of you might ask, what's the future of blockchain technology? So I would say regulation and adoption. Although we can't really say the future, but from what we have thus far, we will say that blockchain technology is rapidly being accepted. Yeah. And we would get to the point where we could possibly get to the point where even those in the marketplaces would begin to make use of it, making it very impossible to do without it. Because we are getting to a stage where a lot of regulations are ongoing and people would resort for what they seem is a better option. So it is more sustainable. It has mainstream adoption, increased institutional investment, more innovative applications than what we have, right? More opportunities to build higher income rate and all of that. So the future of blockchain technology is quite green, quite very positive, and we're looking to more cross-chain transactions, more interoperability, and all of that. So, in summary, I would say blockchain technology is transforming industries, transforming individuals, transforming nations, transforming families. And if we have more adoption, more enabling decentralized, secure, and transparent interactions, there's no telling what the blockchain technology space can do and cannot not do, because there are so many untapped potentials yet, right? So blockchain is more than just a cryptocurrency. When I got into this space, when I thought blockchain, I thought it was just, oh, cryptocurrency, because that was like the literal word everyone used to say, crypto, blockchain. But cryptocurrency is just like one aspect of what you can do with the blockchain technology. You can actually create tokens or coins on the blockchain. So you can also create applications, like I explained initially, on the blockchain, right? You can create NFTs on the blockchain. There are so many things that you can do and perform with the blockchain technology. So Meme coins, remember I said meme coins show community power. They thrive on trends, jokes, memes, and speculations. So at this time, I think I would like to entertain questions if there are any for me. Hello.
Hi, sorry,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Straight to the point, straight to the point class. Okay. Yeah. So, from everything you said, yeah, uh, blockchain applications are like literally life changing across Nigeria, Africa, the globe. Um, but at this point, what do you think are um, what do you think will reduce the seemingly barriers to entry to using this blockchain application? We all know like the benefits and all of that, but we're still not there yet, right? So, what do you think will reduce
Yeah.
the barriers to entry for those people that is supposed to transform their lives?
Okay. So there are several factors that could seemingly reduce these barriers to entry when using blockchain applications, and one of them could be financial barriers. Yeah. So like we have low transaction costs where the fees are reduced unlike compared to traditional systems. We also have crowdfunding. Yeah, crowdfunding is one major benefit that happens on the blockchain technology, where you do not have to have all the money you need to actualize your vision or thought plan. As long as you have a utility base for what you are trying to build, you could pitch it to, thought leaders and financial experts and many other people, investors and the likes, and you can raise good amount of money for your project. So yeah, in blockchain technology, um, the case of financial barrier can be eliminated because you have different means and all of that to go about raising funds. And then I also mentioned first low transaction costs, unlike the fees or rates of charges and all of that you have to pay on traditional payment. You pay just reduced fees compared to that here on the blockchain technology for even higher and better value, right? So we also have inclusive payment options. You do not just have to use one mainstream way, like let's say Naira, for example. Yeah, you can use cryptocurrencies like stable coins, fiat gateways, and all of that easily and perform this transaction to any currency and any location at will very easily. So you also have new funding opportunities that come up every day. They come up every day. So another major factor could be technical barriers. Yeah, but now in blockchain we have user-friendly interfaces. They are more simple to use, simplified, and more intuitive. The innovation behind this are better. They perform more uses and all of that, especially as regards to the designs and the whole UI UX modeling of all. So we also have more open source software. They are accessible, they are customizable, they are easy, scalable, everything just leading to the main point that it makes it better and easier. So we could also have regulatory barriers, yeah, where where education and awareness might not, might be a factor. So what we have to do more is to keep spreading the awareness of blockchain technology, its benefits. And I think if we have a lot more people get to understand that the blockchain technology is not coming to, eradicate their whole economy and make it, useless and all of that, or as many authorities think, they would see that the blockchain technology is actually going to help amplify what they are doing. So we could also have things like social barriers, you know where we don't get, more acceptability, adoptions, active forums. Hello? Uh-oh. Hello? 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 Am I being heard?
Okay, yeah, I get your answer. Your answer. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. Especially the awareness part, the education part. I think we have just like what we're doing now, what Women in DeFi is doing, and every other community is trying to do. And then there's one thing that I've realized that also that we need to like adopt in this space. We have a lot of like technical jargons that people spill out all the time whenever they talk about the blockchain. And then I've come to a realization recently that great tech is not in like it's not great. Let's say it's in how simplified like solutions are. For example, people use all these fintech apps not because of the underlying technology, right? But because of the solutions it brings to them. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So like all these market women now, you can't come and just explain to them that that they use Python, they use JavaScript, all these things because this particular programming language was what made it better, stronger, all those stuff. They only know that they can easily receive payments from their customers using their phone number and removing the first zero. I feel like that's actually where the blockchain applications should get to, and we're able to actually onboard the millions of people we're talking about, like to the point where you don't need all the back end in like lots of the back end education, but the front end is so easy to use that it's like it just solves the immediate problem that's or meets the immediate needs that the user have. So this is just on the side note, Sha. And I'm just like sharing.
Yeah, I get you. And I think there are quite a number of brands that are already taking cue to that aspect you mentioned, because I've seen, finance applications or projects, I would say, in the space recently that have actually tried to adopt that, and their focus are market women. They get to make it possible to, feature these transactions and whatever that we can do with our phone on the blockchain space too, receive payments and make it easier for them to even have something that like POS to receive their own transactions as well. So I think there are quite some people that are taking that trend on a daily basis, and as time goes on, we'll have even more technologies adopt such thought lines.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I don't know if any of us have any more questions for our speaker. Those of us that just joined us. Okay. Um, we'll make this recording available right after now so that you can go back, listen, take your notes. If you have questions, you can ask them in the community and we'll answer them. Thank you so much, Miss Glory, for your time. I really super appreciate it. Like I super super appreciate it. I had some let's say some Kelsey has been just me about you, about meeting you and all of that. So thank you so much for your time. And we look forward to having you another time
I would say
in our
thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Good night, everyone. Don't forget to drop your questions if you have any. We're having our last class in this series, and I'll be taking that session. So see you tomorrow.